Hello guys, and today we are going to talk about the Caro can defense. And the Caro can defense is characterized by e5, e4, c6, d4 and d5. This opening is introduced by the German players G. Caro and M. Kann in the 19th century. Is considered to be very reliable, though a bit passive for black. The Caro can defense is a good opening for positional players. It was employed with great success by the world champions Capablanca, Botvinnik, Petrosian, Anatoly Karpov is and Anatoly Karpov is one of its main modern exponents. And let's see its opening ideas. And let's first see the Capablanca variation. In this variation, the third move is knight to c3, and this move marks the Capablanca variation. And after d takes e4, knight takes e4, there is bishop to f5, and after knight to g3, there is bishop to g6, and this is the starting position of the Capablanca variation, which has a reputation of one of the most reliable continuations for black. Black has solved the c8 bishop's development problem, but white has obtained more space in the center, with the d4 pawn against the black pawns on c6 and e6. A game may develop in two directions. The white g1 knight is transferred to f4, attacking the g6 bishop and the e6 pawn, or the second plan would be white develops his knight to f3, preparing to occupy the e5 outpost. And now let's see the knight, the g1 knight transferring to f4. So first the knight goes to e2. Actually, this knight transferring to f4 was first employed by Thal and Botvinnik match in 1960, and here if at all black plays h6, it's a well-known mistake, as he would be behind in development. And after knight f4, bishop to h7, bishop to c4, now knight to f6, and short castles, and e6, now rook to e1, bishop e7, now the thematic sacrifice, that is bishop takes e6, and now bishop cannot be taken, black's position would be hopeless. Now g5, now bishop to b3, now g takes f4, bishop takes f4, bishop to g6, and queen to d2, with a strong attack for sacrificed piece. Here even the bishop can retreat to f5, and after g takes f4, and there is bishop takes f4, and bishop to g6, now or else king to f8, then bishop takes h7, rook takes h7, and knight to f5, and this would be the correct approach. And there is bishop takes h6 check. So white has a great compensation for his sacrificed piece, so this would be losing for black. So the mistake was that he played h6, on the sixth move. That was the mistake. Black should not save the light squared bishop. Here instead, this is the mistake. Here after knight on to e2, black should give up the bishop. I will show you from the black side. Now after knight ge2, now e6, now knight to f4, now bishop to e6, now knight takes g6 and h takes g6, now knight to e4 and bishop to e7. Here the h file is open for black. So after g3, now knight to f6, bishop to g2, knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, knight d7, short castles, and queen to a5, c3, knight to f6, bishop to g2, and rook d8, rook e1, rook d7, rook to d7, and queen to e2. Now the queen comes to h5. So this is one of the typical methods for black to exploit in the king side to attack on the open h file. So I will be meeting you in the next video. This is the part 1. I will be meeting in the part 2. Thank you all.